I cannot believe it. I am talking to the Nikita Koloff. Oh my goodness. So let's fast forward to the point where you realize your career is kind of winding down. Take me back to that moment when it first started coming into your head, into your psyche that, you know what, this could be winding down and I may need to look for something else.
Well, interestingly enough, we'll start with day one when I broke into the business and my conversations with Ivan and Don, informing them day one, informing them that by the age of 35, I would retire from active wrestling in the ring. That was day one.
You knew that going into it.
I knew that going in. My mindset, Mickey, growing up was I had a pet peeve that for athletes who hung around too long and became,
Gotcha.
became kind of not just wrestlers, athletes who didn't know when to hang it up, right? And become washed up. And I'm like, that is not going to be me. I'm going to leave on top. So when I got into wrestling, that literally is what I told them day one. I said 30, and they're like, you're getting your blood, you'll do, whatever. I go, okay. I go, you'll see. So my very last match was against a guy named Big Van Vader. Vader time, right? Big dude. I mean, probably legit 450 pounds.
At least. Yes.
Yeah, at least. And that last night, he injured my neck, and I didn't know until the next day, but I had a hernia. I was getting my neck checked, got it checked. They go, oh, you got a hernia. You need hernia surgery. So I had the surgery. I was rehabilitating my neck. They were not recommending surgery, but there was, at age 33, there was a deteriorating disc, bone spurring, and arthritis in my neck from all the wrestling and football, right? And said, so it's over Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and I'm like, I'm going to be turning 34 soon, and my goal is to be retired by 35. What's the point of going back now? So literally under my own terms, I just chose to walk away. Now, keep in mind, majority of guys in that business, Mickey, in their 30s are just accelerating into the height and peak of their career.
Right.
Lex Luger and I discussed this a while back about how much money I essentially walked away from, and conservatively, because they were throwing money around. WCW was throwing money around left and right. Conservatively, Lex and I figure I walked away anywhere between $30 and $50 million that I walked away from.
My goodness.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just letting that process for just a moment.
Yeah. Hey, all your viewers out there, let that settle in. Let that sink in. Yeah. That was conservative.
Let that sink in.
Those guys were making, some of them, way more. I mean, Lex in his heyday was making tens of millions of dollars a year.
Gosh.
Yeah. Marketing, doll, action figures, bed sheets, lunch boxes, you name it, videos, right? Everything.
I know that the product today has its place and it's come a long way. I understand that, but I'm just telling you, there are just some days I just miss just being in the ring with about 50, 75 people and TV cameras. Because it was just,
and you're not alone,
real and raw at that time.
And you're not alone, Mickey. Everywhere I go, like I do one, maybe one, I try to average maybe one autograph signing a month, get out there and mix it up with the fans. And what I enjoy about that is hearing their stories, hearing your stories and their favorite memories, and whether it's the Russian Nightmare or just what they call the golden era of wrestling, what you're referring to. And the difference there, Mickey, is it was just the way I describe it, it was just much more organic is the best way I can describe it. The fan reaction and the storylines were just much more organic and much less scripted. And that's what made it so much more real for you, the fan.
Oh, listen, you had me from day one, bought in.